Want to learn your target language for free? Then get our language gifts of the month right now before they expire. Here's what you're getting this month. First, the Getting Sick Conversation Cheat Sheet. Are you able to describe your symptoms in your target language? If not, download our new conversation sheet and learn must-know words and phrases for the doctor. Second, the Language Learning Starter Pack PDF ebook. If you're new to the language, do you know what words to learn first? With this ebook, you'll get over 70 basic words and phrases that beginners need to know. Start with these words first. Download it right now. Third, can you talk about economics in your target language? Learn how to say profit, demand, taxes, and much more with this quick vocab bonus. Fourth, 30 must-know opposite nouns. Learn how to say day and night, question and answer, and much more. You'll pick up over 30 words with this vocab bonus. Fifth, free audiobooks for our members only. If you're not a member yet, sign up for a free lifetime account and unlock our huge library of language learning audiobooks. Save them to your device and listen and learn. They're yours to keep forever. And finally, the deal of the month. If you want to finally master the language with lessons by real teachers and our complete language learning program, get 35% off Premium or Premium Plus with the Power Up sale. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the lesson description below. Download them right now before they expire. Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to use when talking on the phone. After watching this video, you'll be able to ask for someone on the phone and to put someone on hold. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Making a Phone Call PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Bonjour, je voudrais parler avec le responsable.
D'accord, un instant.
Once more with the English translation.
Bonjour, je voudrais parler avec le responsable.
Hello, I'd like to speak with the person in charge.
D'accord, un instant.
Okay, just a moment. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say hello on the phone. That's
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Then you'll need to learn how to say, I'd like to speak with person. The pattern is
Je voudrais parler avec.
person. For example, hello, I'd like to speak with the person in charge.
Bonjour, je voudrais parler avec le responsable. Bonjour, je voudrais parler avec le responsable.
Now, how do you answer this question?
D'accord, un instant.
Okay, just a moment. Listen to it again.
D'accord, un instant. D'accord, un instant.
This French sentence literally translates as, all right, one moment, but it means, okay, just a moment. Here are a few more phrases you can use with the same pattern to talk on the phone. The person in charge.
Le responsable. Le responsable.
A sales representative.
Le représentant des ventes. Le représentant des ventes.
The manager.
Le gérant. Le gérant.
Customer service.
Le service client. Le service client.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Je voudrais parler avec le représentant des ventes.
D'accord, un instant.
Je voudrais parler avec le gérant.
D'accord, un instant.
Je voudrais parler avec le service client.
D'accord, un instant.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, I'd like to speak with person?
Je voudrais parler avec.
Person. And how do you answer it?
D'accord, un instant.
Imagine you want to talk to a sales representative. Do you remember how to say, a sales representative?
Le représentant des ventes. Le représentant des ventes.
Say, I'd like to speak with a sales representative.
Je voudrais parler avec le représentant des ventes.
Now say you want to talk to a sales representative and answer it.
Je voudrais parler avec le représentant des ventes.
D'accord, un instant.
Now, imagine you want to talk to the manager. Do you remember how to say, the manager?
Le gérant. Le gérant.
Say, I'd like to speak with the manager.
Je voudrais parler avec le gérant.
Now say you want to talk to the manager and answer it.
Je voudrais parler avec le gérant.
D'accord, un instant.
Now imagine you want to talk to customer service. Do you remember how to say customer service?
Le service client. Le service client.
Say, I'd like to speak with customer service.
Je voudrais parler avec le service client.
Now say you want to talk to customer service and answer it.
Je voudrais parler avec le service client.
D'accord, un instant.
With these can-do videos, you'll see real-life situations where you have to introduce yourself, talk about your family, or give your contact information. So, by the end, you can do them yourself in French. This video is a small portion of our can-do course. To get the full course, including translations, grammar tools, and assessment tests, click the link in the description. Welcome to Can Do French by FrenchPod101.com.
Bonjour à tous, je suis Lia Mercier. Hi everyone, I'm Lia Mercier. In this lesson, you learn how to use parting greetings.
This is Karen Lee, and she's talking with her former homestay mother, Mathilde Martin. As Karen says goodbye, her children join her in saying goodnight. Focus on the way each person says goodbye.
À bientôt.
Bonne nuit.
Repose-toi bien.
À plus tard.
Once more with the English translation.
À bientôt.
See you soon.
Bonne nuit.
Good night.
Repose-toi bien.
Rest well.
À plus tard.
See you later. Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's take a closer look at each of these expressions.
First, do you remember how Karen says, "See you soon"?
À bientôt.
This starts with the preposition,
À,
which means something like until, in this context.
à, à,
Next is
bientôt,
soon.
bientôt, bientôt,
Altogether,
à bientôt,
means something like until soon, but it translates as see you soon.
À bientôt.
à bientôt,
Is fairly informal, which indicates a close relationship between Karen and Mathilde Martin, her former homestay mother. Do you remember how Sasha says, "Good night"?
Bonne nuit.
Good night
bonne nuit, bonne nuit,
literally means good night.
bonne nuit,
Bonne nuit.
You use
bonne nuit,
good night when someone is about to go to bed, and often when you don't plan on seeing someone again that night. Do you remember how Ben says, "Rest well"?
Repose-toi bien.
Rest well.
repose-toi bien,
First is
repose-toi,
meaning rest.
repose-toi, repose-toi,
Note
repose-toi,
is from the verb,
se reposer,
meaning to rest.
se reposer,
Next is
bien,
well.
bien, bien,
Together,
repose-toi bien,
rest well.
Repose-toi bien.
Note, this is appropriate for informal situations. Do you remember how Mathilde says, "See you later"?
À plus tard.
See you later.
à plus tard,
This starts with the preposition,
à,
which means something like until in this case.
à, à,
After this is
plus,
more.
plus, plus,
Pronunciation note. In most cases, you pronounce the S sound in.
plus,
However, in this specific expression, you don't have to.
tard,
Means late.
tard, tard,
Altogether, it's.
à plus tard,
This means something like until later, but translates as see you later.
À plus tard.
Mathilde uses this to say goodbye to everyone. Even though it is slightly formal, it's a friendly way to say goodbye.
With friends, French people tend to shorten à plus tard to à plus. In this case, you must pronounce the S. À plus. See you. À plus. À plus. Let's look at the parting greetings once more. Listen and repeat, or speak along with me. À bientôt. À bientôt. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. À plus tard. À plus tard. Repose-toi bien. Repose-toi bien. À plus. À plus. Salut. Salut. Au revoir. Au revoir. Did you notice the last two parting expressions I used? Salut. Au revoir.
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them. The first expression used was
Salut.
hi.
Salut. Salut.
In informal situations, you can use the greeting
Salut. Salut.
is a common greeting in French. However, it's only suitable for informal situations, such as when saying goodbye to friends. Note:
Salut.
is also a common greeting translating as hi or hello. Because of this, you can use
Salut.
both as a greeting and a parting expression. The second parting greeting
Au revoir.
means see you.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
It's a formal greeting you can use when you're sure you're going to meet the other person again. You can use it to address one or more people.
Au revoir. Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then, repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say, see you soon? À bientôt. À bientôt. And how to say, good night? Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Do you remember how to say, rest well? Repose-toi bien. Repose-toi bien. And how to say, see you later? À plus tard. À plus tard. Do you remember how to say, see you? Hint is the shortened version of à plus tard. À plus. À plus.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Mark Lee, and you're talking to Mathilde. Respond by saying good night. Ready?
Bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit.
Listen again and repeat.
Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Sasha Lee, and you're finishing class. Respond by saying See you soon. Ready?
À plus. À bientôt.
Listen again and repeat.
À bientôt. À bientôt.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Ben Lee, and you're finishing coffee with your college friend, Justine. Respond by saying, "See you." Ready?
À plus tard.
À plus.
Listen again and repeat.
À plus. À plus.
With these can-do videos, you'll see real-life situations where you have to introduce yourself, talk about your family, or give your contact information. So, by the end, you can do them yourself in French. This video is a small portion of our can-do course. To get the full course, including translations, grammar tools, and assessment tests, click the link in the description. Welcome to Can Do French by FrenchPod101.com.
Bonjour à tous, je suis Lia Mercier. Hi everyone, I'm Lia Mercier. In this lesson, you'll learn how to use essential social expressions, such as thank you.
This is Ben Lee, and he's on the train. A fellow passenger drops his wallet as he exits the train. Ben picks up the wallet and chases after the man. He calls to the man by saying, "Excuse me."
Excusez-moi.
Listen to the following 3 short dialogues between Ben and the man. Ready?
Excusez-moi.
Oui.
Ben hands the wallet to the man.
Merci beaucoup.
De rien.
Ben turns to board the train, but the door's shut.
Je suis désolé.
Ce n'est rien.
Once more with the English translation.
Excusez-moi.
Excuse me?
Oui.
Yes? Ben hands the man the wallet.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
De rien.
You're welcome. Ben turns to board the train, but the door's shut.
Je suis désolé.
I'm sorry.
Ce n'est rien.
It's all right. Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's take a closer look at these 3 conversations.
First, do you remember how Ben Lee says, "Excuse me"?
Excusez-moi.
In this context,
Excusez-moi.
is used to get someone's attention and translates as "excuse me."
Excusez-moi.
First is
Excusez.
meaning excuse.
Excusez. Excusez. Excusez.
Is from the verb
Excusez.
meaning to excuse.
Excusez.
Next is
moi,
me.
moi, moi.
Together, it's
Excusez-moi,
excuse me.
Excusez-moi.
This is a formal expression. Ben uses it because he's speaking with someone he doesn't know. Note, this expression can also be used as a mild apology. But here, Ben uses it to get the attention of the person he's chasing after. Do you remember how the passenger acknowledges Ben by saying, yes?
Oui,
oui,
Yes?
oui,
oui,
The second part of the conversation takes place after Ben returns the passenger's wallet. Do you remember how the passenger politely says, "Thank you very much"?
merci beaucoup.
First is,
merci,
"Thank you."
merci, merci,
Next is,
beaucoup,
"A lot," "so much."
beaucoup, beaucoup.
Altogether,
Merci beaucoup,
"Thank you very much."
Merci beaucoup.
merci beaucoup,
Adds more emphasis when you want to show appreciation. When you simply want to say "thank you"
merci,
is enough. Do you remember how Ben says, "You're welcome"?
De rien.
First is,
de,
meaning of.
de,
Next is,
rien,
nothing.
rien, rien,
Together
de rien,
means something like of nothing, but translates as "you're welcome."
De rien.
After the train doors shut and Ben misses his train, do you remember how the passenger apologizes to Ben by saying, "I'm sorry"?
Je suis désolé.
First is,
je,
I.
je,
Next is,
suis,
am, as in I am.
suis, suis,
Is from the verb,
être,
meaning to be.
être,
Together,
je suis,
I'm.
je suis,
Last is,
désolé,
sorry.
désolé, désolé,
Altogether,
je suis désolé,
I'm sorry.
Je suis désolé.
Do you remember how Ben replies, "It's all right"?
Ce n'est rien.
This starts with
ce,
this.
ce, ce,
Next is,
n'est,
which means is not.
n'est, n'est, ne,
Not.
ne, est,
Is.
ne,
Is contracted with
est,
to form.
n'est,
Last is
rien,
nothing.
rien, rien,
Note,
rien,
is a negative pronoun and must be paired with
ne,
altogether.
ce n'est rien,
means something like, this is nothing, but it translates as, it's all right.
Ce n'est rien.
This is a common phrase used to express that things are all right. In more casual situations, you can remove the contracted form of
Ne. Ce n'est rien.
becomes.
C'est rien.
Note,
Ce
is contracted with
est.
to form
C'est.
for easier pronunciation.
C'est rien. C'est rien.
You can use this expression with friends or family. In the conversation, you learned
De rien.
as you're welcome in response to
Merci.
thank you
Je vous en prie.
is another way to say you're welcome.
Je vous en prie.
Note, this phrase is more formal than
De rien. Je vous en prie can be used like the English you're welcome in response to merci. It means something like I beg of you to do something, but translate as you're welcome. Je vous en prie. In informal situations, you can say je t'en prie. Here, te replaces the more formal vous, and te is contracted with en to form t'en. Je t'en prie. In the conversation, you learned je suis désolé. I'm sorry. In the case of mild apologies, such as accidentally bumping into someone, the phrases excusez-moi and pardon, pardon, are commonly used. Let's look at the expressions once more. Listen and repeat or speak along. Pay attention to the body language. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Oui. Oui. Merci. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. De rien. De rien. Je suis désolé. Je suis désolé. Ce n'est rien. Ce n'est rien.
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how Bentley says, "Excuse me"?
Excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi. And how the passenger says, "Yes"?
Oui,
Oui. Do you remember how to say, "Thank you"? Merci. Merci. And how to say, "Thank you very much"? Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Do you remember how to say you're welcome? De rien. De rien. And how the passenger says, I'm sorry.
Je suis désolé.
Je suis désolé. Do you remember how Ben says, it's all right?
Ce n'est rien.
Ce n'est rien.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen Lee, and you receive a popular French candy from your French teacher. Say, "Thank you very much." Ready?
Merci beaucoup.
De rien.
Listen again and repeat.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Mark Lee, and a passenger bumps into you. Respond by saying, "It's all right." Ready?
Je suis désolé.
Ce n'est rien.
Listen again and repeat.
Ce n'est rien. Ce n'est rien.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Mark Lee, and you see a man drop his wallet. Get his attention. Ready?
Excusez-moi.
Oui?
Listen again and repeat.
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
With these can-do videos, you'll see real-life situations where you have to introduce yourself, talk about your family, or give your contact information. So, by the end, you can do them yourself in French. This video is a small portion of our can-do course. To get the full course, including translations, grammar tools, and assessment tests, click the link in the description. Welcome to Can Do French by FrenchPod101.com.
Bonjour à tous, je suis Lia Mercier. Hi everyone, I'm Lia Mercier. In this lesson, you learn how to ask about someone's well-being.
This is Mark Lee, and he's in the office break room. He sees Paul Petit, a colleague, and asks, "How are you?"
Comment ça va?
Listen to the conversation and focus on the question. Ready?
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci.
Once more with the English translation.
Comment ça va?
How are you?
Ça va bien, merci.
I'm fine, thank you. Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's take a closer look at the conversation.
Do you remember how Mark asks Paul, "How are you?"
Comment ça va?
First is
Comment?
meaning how.
Comment? Comment?
Next is
Ça.
it.
Ça. Ça.
Finally,
Va.
goes.
Va. Va. Va.
Is from the verb
Aller.
meaning to go.
Aller.
Altogether, it's
Comment ça va?
this literally means how it goes, but it translates as how are you?
Comment ça va?
Note the rising intonation of the sentence to mark that it's a question.
Comment ça va? Let's take a closer look at the response.
Do you remember how Paul says, I'm fine, thank you?
Ça va bien, merci.
I'm fine, thank you.
Ça va bien, merci.
First is,
Ça va.
literally, it goes.
Ça va. Ça va.
Next is the word,
Bien.
meaning fine or well.
Bien. Bien.
Together it's,
Ça va bien.
literally, it goes well, but translates as, I'm fine or I'm well.
Ça va bien.
Next is,
Merci.
meaning thank you.
Merci. Merci.
Altogether it's,
Ça va bien, merci.
I'm fine, thank you.
Ça va bien, merci.
When using formal French,
Comment allez-vous?
how are you?
Comment allez-vous?
Imagine you're Sadia Simone, Mark Lee's French teacher. Use the formal expression for how are you?
Comment allez-vous?
How are you?
Comment allez-vous?
This is the most formal and most common expression. It can be used safely with anyone in any situation.
An extremely common way to ask about someone's well-being is the phrase Ça va? How are you? Ça va? Ça va is a shortened form of Comment ça va? The usual response to Ça va is Ça va. Listen to the following exchange. Ça va? Ça va. Ça va? Ça va. The intonation makes the difference between the question and the answer.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci. Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien.
Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien. Comment allez-vous?
Ça va bien.
Comment allez-vous?
Ça va bien.
Ça va? Ça va. Ça va? Ça va.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien. Et vous?
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien. Et vous? Did you notice I added the phrase Et vous?
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it. and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Ça va bien. Et vous?
I'm fine, and you? First is
Et.
and.
Et. Et.
Next is
Vous.
a formal word meaning you.
Vous. Vous.
Altogether, it's
Et vous?
meaning and you.
Et vous?
You can use this phrase to reciprocate the question when someone asks you about your well-being. For example, if someone says,
Comment ça va?
you can answer the question, then inquire about the other person's well-being with,
Et vous?
and you.
Et vous?
Note,
Vous?
you is formal. For informal situations, you can replace the
Vous?
with
Toi. Et toi?
and you.
Et toi?
Let's review the key words and phrases.
Très.
Very,
Très. Très. Et.
and,
Et. Et. Vous.
formal you,
Vous. Vous. Tu.
informal you.
Tu. Tu. Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then, repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember the word for how? Comment? Comment? And do you remember how Markley asks, how are you?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va? Do you remember how to say fine? Bien. Bien. And how to say I'm fine? Ça va bien. Ça va bien. Do you remember how to say thank you? Merci. Merci. Do you remember how Paul Petit says, I'm fine, thank you?
Ça va bien, merci.
Ça va bien, merci. Do you remember the formal way to say, how are you? Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? Do you remember the informal way to say, how are you? Ça va? Ça va?
Let's practice. Imagine you're Mark's colleague, Paul Petit. Ask how Mark is doing. Ready?
Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien.
Listen again and repeat.
Comment ça va? Comment ça va?
Let's try another. Imagine you're Karen's teacher, Sadia Simone. Ask about Karen's well-being using formal French. Ready?
Comment allez-vous? Ça va bien.
Listen again and repeat.
Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous?
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Sasha and you meet your friend at school. Ask how she's doing using informal French. Ready?
Ça va? Ça va.
Listen again and repeat.
Ça va? Ça va?
Aide. Help. Aide. Aide. Help. J'apprécie leur aide. I appreciate their help. J'apprécie leur aide. Apprendre. Learn. Apprendre. Apprendre. Learn. Vous voulez apprendre à cuisiner français? Do you want to learn how to cook French food? Vous voulez apprendre à cuisiner français? Bouger. Move. Bouger. Bouger. Move. Je ne peux pas bouger car j'ai des fourmis dans les jambes. I can't move because I have pins and needles in my legs. Je ne peux pas bouger car j'ai des fourmis dans les jambes. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. Il a 17 ans. He is 17 years old. Il a 17 ans. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. Il a 18 ans. He is 18 years old. Il a 18 ans. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. J'ai besoin de 19 boutons. I need 19 buttons. J'ai besoin de 19 boutons. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. Il fait moins 20 degrés. It's minus 20 degrees. Il fait moins 20 degrés. Cou. Neck. Cou. Cou. Neck. J'ai le cou fragile. I have a fragile neck. J'ai le cou fragile. Visage. Face. Visage. Visage. Face. Cette ombre paraît être un visage. This shadow seems to be a face. Cette ombre paraît être un visage. Oreille. Ear. Oreille. Oreille. Ear. Il a l'oreille musicale. He has an ear for music. Il a l'oreille musicale. Cheveux. Hair. Cheveux. Cheveux. Hair. Tu as un joli nœud dans les cheveux. You have a nice bow in your hair. Tu as un joli nœud dans les cheveux. Montagne. Mountain. Montagne. Montagne. Mountain. Nous partons en randonnée en montagne. We are going on a hike in the mountains. Nous partons en randonnée en montagne. Plage. Beach. Plage. Plage. Beach. Les touristes lézardent sur la plage. Tourists are enjoying their free time on the beach. Les touristes lézardent sur la plage. Forêt tropicale. Rainforest. Forêt tropicale. Forêt tropicale. Rainforest. La forêt d'Amazonie est immense. The Amazon rainforest is very large. La forêt d'Amazonie est immense. Île. Island. Île. Île. Island. La Corse est une île française. Corsica is a French island. La Corse est une île française. Dictionnaire. Dictionary. Dictionnaire. Dictionnaire. Dictionary. Mon dictionnaire est sur l'étagère. My dictionary is on the bookshelf. Mon dictionnaire est sur l'étagère. Bleu. Blue. Bleu. Bleu. Blue. Le soleil se couche derrière l'océan bleu. The sun sets behind the blue ocean. Le soleil se couche derrière l'océan bleu. Jaune. Yellow. Jaune. Jaune. Yellow. Un imperméable jaune. A yellow raincoat. Un imperméable jaune. Orange. 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 L'orange est une couleur très joyeuse. Orange is a very happy color. L'orange est une couleur très joyeuse. Couleur. Color. Couleur. Couleur. Color. La couleur de ses yeux est bleue. The color of his eyes is blue. La couleur de ses yeux est bleue. Ennuyeux. Boring. Ennuyeux. Ennuyeux. Boring. Le titre de ce livre semble ennuyeux, mais c'est sans compter le talent de l'auteur. The title of this book seems boring, but it is without considering the writer's talent. Le titre de ce livre semble ennuyeux, mais c'est sans compter le talent de l'auteur. Incroyable. Amazing. Incroyable. Incroyable. Amazing. Les paysages sont incroyables. The sceneries are amazing. Les paysages sont incroyables. Important. 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 L'art est important à l'école. Art is important at school. L'art est important à l'école. Carte de crédit. Credit card. Carte de crédit. Carte de crédit. Credit card. On a bloqué ma carte de crédit. They blocked my credit card. On a bloqué ma carte de crédit. Clé. Key. Clé. Clé. Key. J'ai encore perdu mes clés. I lost my keys again. J'ai encore perdu mes clés. Permis. Driver's license. Permis. Permis. Driver's license. Ça fait 3 fois de suite que je rate mon permis. It's been 3 times in a row I failed the driver's license test. Ça fait 3 fois de suite que je rate mon permis. Forêt. Forest. Forêt. Forêt. Forest. Le cerf vit dans la forêt. The deer lives in the forest. Le cerf vit dans la forêt. Fleuve. River. Fleuve. Fleuve. River. L'ours court dans le fleuve. The grizzly bear is running in the river. L'ours court dans le fleuve. Océan. Ocean. Océan. Océan. Ocean. Je préfère la mer à l'océan. I prefer the sea over the ocean. Je préfère la mer à l'océan. Lac. Lake. Lac. Lac. Lake. J'adore me baigner dans les lacs. I love to bathe in lakes. J'adore me baigner dans les lacs. Document. 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 Le document est prêt. The document is ready. Le document est prêt. Ordinateur. Computer. Ordinateur. Ordinateur. Computer. Cet ordinateur ne fonctionne pas. This computer doesn't work. Cet ordinateur ne fonctionne pas. Fax. Fax machine. Fax. Fax. Fax machine. Avez-vous un fax? Do you have a fax machine? Avez-vous un fax? Imprimante. Printer. Imprimante. Imprimante. Printer. L'imprimante dispose d'un faible niveau de bruit. The printer has a low noise level. L'imprimante dispose d'un faible niveau de bruit. Porte-mine. Mechanical pencil. Porte-mine. Porte-mine. Mechanical pencil. Utilises-tu un porte-mine? Do you use mechanical pencil? Utilises-tu un porte-mine? Règle. Ruler. Règle. Règle. Ruler. Tracer un trait avec une règle. Draw a line with a ruler. Tracer un trait avec une règle. Marqueur. Marker. Marqueur. Marqueur. Marker. Le marqueur est bientôt à court d'encre. The marker is running low on ink. Le marqueur est bientôt à court d'encre. Banque. Bank. Banque. Banque. Bank. J'ai mon argent à la banque. My money is in the bank. J'ai mon argent à la banque. Épicerie. Convenience store. Épicerie. Épicerie. Convenience store. L'épicerie est ouverte 24 heures sur 24. The convenience store is open 24 hours. L'épicerie est ouverte 24 heures sur 24. Hôpital. Hospital. Hôpital. Hôpital. Hospital. Je vais à l'hôpital quand je suis malade. I go to the hospital when I am sick. Je vais à l'hôpital quand je suis malade. Portefeuille. Wallet. Portefeuille. Portefeuille. Wallet. Ma grand-mère m'a donné ce portefeuille. My grandmother gave me this wallet. Ma grand-mère m'a donné ce portefeuille. Sac à main. Purse. Sac à main. Sac à main. Purse. J'ai perdu mon sac à main hier. Yesterday I lost my purse. J'ai perdu mon sac à main hier. Commande. Order. Commande. Commande. Order. Ce n'est pas ce que j'ai commandé. This isn't what I ordered. Ce n'est pas ce que j'ai commandé. Champ. Field. Champ. Champ. Field. La charrue n'est plus utilisée pour labourer un champ. The plough is not used to plough a field anymore. La charrue n'est plus utilisée pour labourer un champ. Désert. Desert. Désert. Désert. Desert. J'aime le désert en Afrique. I like the desert in Africa. J'aime le désert en Afrique. Patron. Boss. Patron. Patron. Boss. Le patron est en vacances. The boss is on vacation. Le patron est en vacances. Bureau. Office. Bureau. Bureau. Office. Aujourd'hui, je travaille au bureau. Today, I work in the office. Aujourd'hui, je travaille au bureau. Collègue. Coworker. Collègue. Collègue. Coworker. Voilà mon collègue préféré. Here is my favorite coworker. Voilà mon collègue préféré. Réunion. Meeting. Réunion. Réunion. Meeting. Aujourd'hui, j'ai eu une réunion. I had a meeting today. Aujourd'hui, j'ai eu une réunion. Gendarmerie. Police station. Gendarmerie. Gendarmerie. Police station. La gendarmerie est au centre-ville. The police station is downtown. La gendarmerie est au centre-ville. Pharmacie. Pharmacy. Pharmacie. Pharmacie. Pharmacy. La pharmacie vend des médicaments. The pharmacy sells medicine. La pharmacie vend des médicaments. Boulangerie. Bakery. Boulangerie. Boulangerie. Bakery. J'ai croisé mon professeur à la boulangerie. I bumped into my teacher at the bakery. J'ai croisé mon professeur à la boulangerie. Cinéma. Movie theater. Cinéma. Cinéma. Movie theater. Je vais au cinéma. I'm going to the movie theater. Je vais au cinéma. Négociation. Negotiation. Négociation. Négociation. Negotiation. Il pense que c'est une négociation difficile. He thinks that it's a difficult negotiation. Il pense que c'est une négociation difficile. Contrat. Contract. Contrat. Contrat. Contract. Il va signer le contrat, aucun doute là-dessus. He is going to sign the contract, no doubt about it. Il va signer le contrat, aucun doute là-dessus. Affaire. Business. Affaire. Affaire. Business. L'anglais est la langue des affaires. English is a language of business. L'anglais est la langue des affaires. Affaire. Deal. Affaire. Affaire. Deal. C'est une affaire attirante. It's an attractive deal. C'est une affaire attirante. Chargé. Busy. Chargé. Chargé. Busy. Elle a un agenda chargé parce qu'elle a beaucoup trop de rendez-vous. She's got a busy schedule because she's got too many appointments. Elle a un agenda chargé parce qu'elle a beaucoup trop de rendez-vous. Grave. Serious. Grave. Grave. Serious. C'est une grave erreur. It's a serious mistake. C'est une grave erreur. Fatigué. Tired. Fatigué. Fatigué. Tired. Je ne suis pas fatigué. Je n'irai pas me coucher. I'm not tired. I won't go to bed. Je ne suis pas fatigué. Je n'irai pas me coucher. Supérieur. Superior. Supérieur. Supérieur. Superior. Son supérieur hiérarchique lui a demandé de ne plus être en retard aux réunions. His hierarchical superior asked him to not be late anymore on the meetings. Son supérieur hiérarchique lui a demandé de ne plus être en retard aux réunions. Entreprise. Company. Entreprise. Entreprise. Company. Ça se passe bien dans ta nouvelle entreprise? Is it going well at your new company? Ça se passe bien dans ta nouvelle entreprise? Salaire. Salary. Salaire. Salaire. Salary. À combien est ton salaire? How high is your salary? À combien est ton salaire? Radio. 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 Ils le diffuseront demain à la radio. They broadcast it on the radio tomorrow. Ils le diffuseront demain à la radio. Télévision. Television. Télévision. Télévision. Television. Nous regardons souvent la télévision. We often watch television. Nous regardons souvent la télévision. Internet. 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 J'ai Internet au bureau. I have the internet at the office. J'ai Internet au bureau. Journal. Newspaper. Journal. Journal. Newspaper. J'achète le journal au tabac. I buy the newspaper at the tobacco shop. J'achète le journal au tabac. Chaîne d'information. News channel. Chaîne d'information. Chaîne d'information. News channel. J'allume la chaîne des infos le soir. I turn on the news channel in the evening. J'allume la chaîne des infos le soir. Instrument de musique. Musical instrument. Instrument de musique. Instrument de musique. Musical instrument. Savez-vous jouer d'un instrument de musique? Can you play a musical instrument? Savez-vous jouer d'un instrument de musique? Peinture. Painting. Peinture. Peinture. Painting. Cette peinture est très artistique. This painting is very artistic. Cette peinture est très artistique. Théâtre. Theater. Théâtre. Théâtre. Theater. La représentation a lieu au théâtre. The show takes place at the theater. La représentation a lieu au théâtre. Comédie musicale. Musical. Comédie musicale. Comédie musicale. Musical. J'ai des billets pour une comédie musicale. I got tickets to a musical. J'ai des billets pour une comédie musicale. Opéra. Opera. Opéra. Opéra. Opera. Je vais à l'opéra. I'm going to the opera. Je vais à l'opéra. Se détendre. Relax. Se détendre. Se détendre. Relax. Détends-toi, tout va bien se passer. Relax, everything will be fine. Détends-toi, tout va bien se passer. Tableau blanc. Whiteboard. Tableau blanc. Tableau blanc. Whiteboard. Le tableau blanc est essentiel pour mes présentations. The whiteboard is essential for my presentations. Le tableau blanc est essentiel pour mes présentations. Tableau. Blackboard. Tableau. Tableau. Blackboard. Je marque mon nom sur le tableau. I mark my name on the blackboard. Je marque mon nom sur le tableau. Contrôle. Test. Contrôle. Contrôle. Test. Il y a un contrôle de maths samedi prochain. There is a math test next Saturday. Il y a un contrôle de maths samedi prochain. Manuel. Textbook. Manuel. Manuel. Textbook. Le professeur lit quelque chose de très intéressant sur le manuel. The teacher reads something very interesting out of the textbook. Le professeur lit quelque chose de très intéressant sur le manuel. Devant. Front. Devant. Devant. Front. Il est devant moi. He is in front of me. Il est devant moi. Emploi. Job. Emploi. Emploi. Job. Ce n'est pas un emploi très populaire. It's not a very popular job. Ce n'est pas un emploi très populaire. Président. President. Président. Président. President. Il est le président. He is the president. Il est président. Industrie. Industry. Industrie. Industrie. Industry. Le tourisme est l'industrie du voyage. Tourism is a travel industry. Le tourisme est l'industrie du voyage. Ceinture. Belt. Ceinture. Ceinture. Belt. J'ai une ceinture noire. I have a black belt. J'ai une ceinture noire. Pièce. Coin. Pièce. Pièce. Coin. Le père donnait une pièce de monnaie. The father gave coins. Le père donnait une pièce de monnaie. Argent. Money. Argent. Argent. Money. As-tu de l'argent? Do you have any money? As-tu de l'argent? Carte de débit. Debit card. Carte de débit. Carte de débit. Debit card. J'ai perdu ma carte de débit et j'ai dû aller au commissariat. I lost my debit card and I had to go to the police. J'ai perdu ma carte de débit et j'ai dû aller au commissariat. Billet. Bill. Billet. Billet. Bill. Je n'ai jamais eu de billet de 500 €. I have never had a 500 euro bill. Je n'ai jamais eu de billet de 500 €. Photographie. Photography. Photographie. Photographie. Photography. La photographie est mon passe-temps. Photography is my hobby. La photographie est mon passe-temps. Décoller. Take off. Décoller. Décoller. Take off. L'avion décollera dans 20 minutes. The plane will take off in 20 minutes. L'avion décollera dans 20 minutes. Chambre. Bedroom. Chambre. Chambre. Bedroom. Je veux une grande chambre. I want a big bedroom. Je veux une grande chambre. Cuisine. Kitchen. Cuisine. Cuisine. Kitchen. La cuisine est à côté du salon. The kitchen is on one side of the living room. La cuisine est à côté du salon. Salle de bain. Bathroom. Salle de bain. Salle de bain. Bathroom. La salle de bain a une petite fenêtre. The bathroom has a tiny window. La salle de bain a une petite fenêtre. Remise des diplômes. Graduation. Remise des diplômes. Remise des diplômes. Graduation. Je ne suis jamais allée à ma remise des diplômes. I never went to my graduation. Je ne suis jamais allée à ma remise des diplômes. Promotion. 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 J'espère avoir une promotion. I hope to get a promotion. J'espère avoir une promotion. Anniversaire de mariage. Anniversary. Anniversaire de mariage. Anniversaire de mariage. Anniversary. C'est notre anniversaire de mariage. It's our anniversary. C'est notre anniversaire de mariage. Funérailles. Funeral. Funérailles. Funérailles. Funeral. Les funérailles sont un moment de deuil et de souvenir. A funeral is a time to grieve and remember. Les funérailles sont un moment de deuil et de souvenir. Mariage. Wedding. Mariage. Mariage. Wedding. Je vais au mariage de Guillaume. I am going to Guillaume's wedding. Je vais au mariage de Guillaume. Expliquer. Explain. Expliquer. Expliquer. Explain. Elle n'est pas au courant de la situation. Peux-tu lui expliquer? She is not aware of the situation. Can you explain it to her? Elle n'est pas au courant de la situation. Peux-tu lui expliquer? Derrière. Back. Derrière. Derrière. Back. Derrière notre maison, nous avons un jardin. At the back of our house, we have a garden. Derrière notre maison, nous avons un jardin. Est, east, est, est, east. Le soleil se lève à l'est. The sun rises in the east. Le soleil se lève à l'est.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is the power of textbooks and digital detox. In this digital age where we're all using apps and smartphones to learn languages, you might not think of a textbook as the first resource to turn to, right? But if you're avoiding textbooks, then you're missing out on some powerful language learning benefits. So today you'll learn why textbooks are still a powerful resource in the digital age, why some, but not all, digital resources might hurt your ability to learn, and how to do a digital detox and learn off-screen with our program. And we're giving away a brand new conversation cheat sheet, so keep watching. But first, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Getting Sick Conversation Cheat Sheet. Are you able to describe your symptoms in your target language? If not, download our new conversation sheet and learn must-know words and phrases for the doctor. Second, the Language Learning Starter Pack PDF ebook. If you're new to the language, do you know what words to learn first? With this ebook, you'll get over 70 basic words and phrases that beginners need to know. Start with these words first. Download it right now. Third, can you talk about economics in your target language? Learn how to say profit, demand, taxes, and much more with this quick vocab bonus. Fourth, 30 must-know opposite nouns. Learn how to say day and night, question and answer, and much more. You'll pick up more than 30 words with this vocab bonus. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. The power of textbooks and digital detox. You probably have some language learning apps on your phone, right? But do you have any textbooks? Let us know in the comment section. Digital resources like apps and physical resources like books have their pros and cons. But if you're learning with digital resources only, you might be missing out on some benefits that come with physical resources. What are they? First, a digital detox. This is a basic one. A textbook gives you a break from the screen. You're not sitting in front of so much blue light all day, which can have an impact on your sleep. That's just for your overall health. Second, the ability to focus and improve your focus. Here's a question for you. How long is your attention span? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? The thing is, attention and the ability to focus are crucial for learning and succeeding with any goal in life. But if you're learning on a device, you'll get pop-ups and notifications. If you're on YouTube, well, the algorithm will have you watching cat videos soon enough. These things are designed to keep you jumping from one thing to the next, and all of this hurts your attention span and your ability to learn. With a book, it's much easier to focus, and consistently learning with one can help improve your focus. Third, if the book has a really good story to follow, it makes it more fun to learn. This may not be something you can find in every textbook, but you can find it in textbook resources like bilingual storybooks. Fourth, you get a clear path to follow. Textbooks give you a linear path from page 1 to 100. You know where to go next, how far you are from the end, and what you have left to learn. With an app, you'll be forever swiping and not really knowing if you're getting anywhere. Fifth, textbooks have gone through academic rigor, meaning they've been made by teachers or checked by teachers. So you're learning the correct forms, the correct language, and you can rely on it to be accurate. If you Google for blogs about phrases to learn, there's a chance the information is not completely accurate. Sixth, textbook lessons are curated and organized so that what you learn on page 1 helps you understand page 2 and so on. It builds you up and teaches you crucial language skills that beginners need to know, like how to introduce yourself first, then how to grow that conversation, As an added bonus, you can write in them. What about the downsides of textbooks? There are a few. The content gets old fast. Language always changes. There's new slang. So that's where digital lessons do well. Also, books can get boring and overwhelming. An approach you can consider for a textbook is to put in a certain amount of time, say 20 or 30 minutes a day, and then walk away, so you're not overwhelmed. But by providing a digital detox, allowing us a framework for focus, offering reduced distractions, being easy to follow and accurate, textbooks are powerful in a digital world. So, should you go for digital detox and get a textbook? If you can handle a bit of change to your routine, then why not? If you're worried about learning the same thing from two sources, don't worry. Learning something like a grammar rule from multiple angles will only help you understand it better and reinforce your memory. A book will give you a clear direction of where to go, what to learn, and challenge your mind in ways that digital lessons might not. So, how do you do a digital detox and learn with our program? First, you can print out our extensive reading books. Extensive reading is a learning tactic where you read books that are appropriate for your level, and the goal is quantity over quality. You should read a lot and skip over the words you don't know. To access these, just visit the lesson library to find our extensive reading books. Second, download our PDF lesson notes and print them out. The lesson notes give you the lesson in writing, the dialogue, the vocab, grammar explanations, sample sentences, and cultural insights. Find the lesson notes in every one of your lessons. Third, use our printable visual flashcards. With these, you'll learn over 1,500 of the most common words. If you want the link to the visual flashcards, just leave a comment and we'll reply with it. Fourth, you can also use our printable conversation cheat sheets. With these, you'll learn words and phrases for the most common conversation topics. If you want the link to our collection of cheat sheets, again, leave a comment and we'll reply with it. Remember, the ultimate goal here is to go for a digital detox, challenge your brain in a new way, and try new resources. So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about how to start conversations, talking points for language learners. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! Have you ever started learning a language but just couldn't continue? Why does this happen, and what do successful language learners do differently? In this video, we're going to talk about why you should put your language learning on autopilot. We asked you, and the #1 reason people don't continue is time. Either you don't make the time for learning or you're just too busy. But a lot of the time, this is caused by the resources you're using. If you've downloaded 5 language apps and bought 2 books, you'll get overwhelmed about where to start and what to do next. So what do successful language learners do? Successful learners don't overwhelm themselves thinking, what should I do today? They put their learning on autopilot. Imagine this. Let's say you have a favorite TV show. A new episode comes out every Tuesday. So you know what you're doing on Tuesday night. You don't have to think about it. You don't need a reminder. It's automatic. Every Tuesday, you watch an episode. You make it into a habit. Now, how do we apply that to language learning? First, habits. If you have a habit of learning, then you're already on autopilot. So, set a small, measurable monthly goal with a deadline, like learn 100 words or do 30 lessons by the end of the month. Once you know your goal, you can backtrack. So, for example, divide 100 words by 30 days in a month, and you get 3.33. So you should learn about 3 words a day. Now you know what to do. 3 words a day. There's no confusion. Do those 3 words and you're done. You don't need to think about what you should be doing because you already know what you're doing. It becomes a habit. The second way to stay on autopilot is with language textbooks. This is basically just because books are sequential. You just follow the pages from one until the end. You don't have to think about where to go next, so it's easy to stay on track with what you need to do. Third, the word of the day. Every day, you get a new word in your email inbox automatically. You don't have to think about it. Simply check your email, learn a word, and you're done. The fourth way is with our progress tracking tools. They spoon feed you lessons one by one. So let's say you finished lesson 1 where you learned greetings, then you automatically load up lesson 2 where you learn a basic conversation that uses the greetings you learned in lesson 1. Then you have lesson 3 and 4 and so on. You don't have to worry about what to do next because our dashboard will keep you on track. It'll even build upon what you learned in your previous lessons so you won't forget it. The point is to put your learning on autopilot. You need something that guides you from A to B to C, whether it's your own habits or a book that takes you from 1 to 100 or a learning program that feeds you lessons. So take one of these tips and apply it today. So, to put your learning on autopilot, just check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share this video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Are you focused on active language learning or passive language learning? And which is the best way to learn? In this video, you'll learn the difference between active and passive learning and some methods for each. Do you know the difference between active and passive learning? You'll find out the differences between these two. First, the difference between active and passive learning. Here's the difference. Active learning means you're actively engaging with learning material and focusing on it. For example, you're reading in your target language, you're looking up words, you're translating, you're memorizing phrases, or you're speaking out loud. So you're focused on what you're learning and you're really into it. Now, passive learning is different. It requires less concentration. It's usually done when you're doing something else. For example, doing chores, driving to work, or taking the train. You could be listening to an audio lesson or watching a video lesson. But the difference is you're not focused on picking apart every word. You're just passively taking the language in. What about you? How do you usually learn? Do you have a lot of active practice? A lot of passive practice? Do you have a combination? Let us know in the comments. Second, how you can learn both ways with our lessons. If you do a lot of passive learning, say because you're always on the go, then here are 4 simple tactics you can apply right now. 1. Press play on a lesson and just listen or watch, just like you would with YouTube. So if you're at home with your computer on, press play on a lesson and take it in. 2. Now, if you're outside, if you're going to the store or commuting, you can learn with our free Innovative Language 101 app for the Android, iPhone, and iPad. Again, open a lesson, press play, and that's it. If you want to passively review words and phrases, then check out the Vocabulary Slideshow tool. This premium study tool is available on every lesson and vocab list. Just press play, and with every slide, you'll get the word, the audio pronunciation, the translation, and sample sentences. You can even put the slideshow on loop and immerse yourself that way. And third, if you have an Amazon Echo device, then you can immerse yourself with daily audio lessons, or you can learn with the quick word of the day. You can just play a lesson and keep it in the background while you're at home. Just look for Daily Dose by Innovative Language on the Amazon Skills Store and download it for free. Now, if you're looking for some active learning practice and you have some time to concentrate, here are 5 tactics you can use right now. Number 1. Listen or watch a lesson and read along with the translations. You'll get complete translations in the lesson notes and the line-by-line dialogue. This will make your reading and listening skills skyrocket. The best part is you'll understand every single word. The translations are right in front of you. Number 2. Repeat the lesson dialogue as you hear it. This is called shadowing, and it will boost your speaking skills. Just repeat the lines that you hear until you can speak with confidence. To make it even easier, you can also get the lines in the dialogue study tool and in the lesson notes, so you can read them out loud as you hear them in the lesson. Number 3. Record yourself with our voice recorder in the dialogue study tool to perfect your pronunciation and see how close you are to a native speaker. Number 4. If you want to boost your vocabulary, study words with our smart flashcards. They sort the words for you, so you get the harder words more often until you master them, and the easy ones show up now and then to refresh your memory. And number 5. Ask questions and practice. Leave a comment in the comment section. If you're a Premium Plus user, you get your very own teacher, and you can ask them to review and correct your writing and speaking. You can also ask for learning advice and get all of your questions answered. Both are great ways to learn, but which one is best? Well, that depends on you. If you have some quiet time to focus, active learning is best. But if you're on the train and you're multitasking, then passive learning is the better option. Whichever you choose, you can apply both with our language learning program. So, to test out active and passive learning, just check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Every language learner wants to speak with confidence, without struggling, and without stopping to think of words. So how do you do this? In this video, you'll learn 5 tactics to perfect your speaking. Above all, every learner wants to speak in their target language with confidence. We've run survey after survey, year after year, and the results are the same. Listening, reading, and writing are all important, but people want to improve their speaking the most. So how do you perfect your speaking skills? First, shadow the dialogues you hear in the lessons. What is shadowing? It's a learning technique where you mimic native speakers. In other words, you listen and then you repeat what they say. This is a fast and easy way to start practicing speaking. You can do this with any one of our audio or video lessons. And even easier, if you have access to the dialogue section, you can read along out loud as you listen. So shadow as much as possible to perfect your speaking and try harder lessons to take yourself to the next level. Second, read the dialogue out loud. We just mentioned this in tip 1, but this tactic deserves its own special mention. Reading out loud is another easy way to practice your speaking. Simply read the lesson dialogue that's available in the dialogue section, the lesson notes, or the lesson transcript. By reading out loud, you're practicing your speaking skills. And here's a trick. If you can get yourself to read faster, you'll be able to speak faster too. Natives tend to speak quickly, and if you can too, that's a sign that you're improving. Third, record yourself speaking to perfect your pronunciation. If you're a Premium or Premium Plus member, look for the voice recorder in the dialogue section. With this tool, you can record yourself and compare your speaking to a native speaker. This is powerful because you instantly hear the difference between your speech and the authentic native pronunciation. And then you can easily perfect your speaking and pronunciation. If you don't have a premium account, record yourself with your smartphone. And while you can't really compare, you can spot where you struggle or stutter. This tactic is used by professional speakers, public speakers, just about anyone that has to give a presentation. Fourth, if you're a Premium Plus member, record yourself and send it to your Premium Plus teacher for feedback. Here, you're getting instant feedback from a native speaker. They'll point out your mistakes, they'll tell you what to improve and how, and record themselves and work with you until you reach perfection. That's the power of having a native speaker give you feedback. So what do people usually record? Here's an easy one. Record a 1-paragraph self-intro. In fact, we ask all of our new members to do this. Give your name, your age, where you're from, why you're learning, and that's it. It's a great way to get started. Our more advanced students talk about their day. They send 3 recordings, in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. For example, I woke up at 7 a.m. and brushed my teeth. I got ready for work. My train was a little late, and so on. This can dramatically improve your speaking because you're practicing conversations that people have all the time. The 5th way to perfect your speaking, Premium Plus assignments. With this feature, you get weekly assignments based on your needs and goals, whether they're reading, writing, listening, or speaking. If you want to improve your speaking, your Premium Plus teacher will send you speaking assignments non-stop every week and provide you with constant feedback. This is all part of your personalized learning experience. So take advantage of our tools and put these tactics to use. And remember, if you want to master your language with our complete language learning program, now's your chance. So to test out these tips and start speaking now, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.